Welcome back to Sunday Blueprint, where we build wealth that lets you sleep soundly on Monday morning. Last week, we laid down the foundational concrete by looking at personal finance not as a casino, but as structural engineering. Today, we are looking at the silent leak rotting out your basement floor. It is called the lazy banking trap. If your money is sitting in a standard big bank account right now, you are actively losing ground. Let us look at the brutal reality of the math. Back in 2023, the average traditional big bank savings account yielded a pathetic near 0.06% annual percentage yield. Meanwhile, top-tier high-yield savings accounts were offering over 5%. That is not just a gap. That is a chasm. Think about what that actually means for your hard-earned cash. You work 40 hours a week, sometimes 50, sweating over spreadsheets or managing client calls. You finally save $10,000. You park it neatly in your local high street bank, feeling responsible. And the bank thanks you by handing you 6 cents a year on $1,000, while they turn around and lend that money out at prime rates. You are essentially paying them a storage fee for the privilege of letting them use your capital. It is like leaving your front door wide open in the middle of a Chicago blizzard and wondering why the living room is freezing. You do not need to work harder to fix this. You just need to stop leaking heat. We are going to build a plumbing system today. A system of automated cash sorting and cash sweeps that routes your money before your willpower even gets a chance to fail. Willpower is a finite resource. If you rely on yourself to manually transfer money to savings every single payday, you will eventually slip up. You will see a nice pair of shoes, or a gadget you do not need, and you will talk yourself into skipping the transfer just this once. That is human nature. So we take human nature out of the equation entirely. This brings us to a framework that changed how I view cash flow partitioning entirely. Back in 2005, Senator Elizabeth Warren published a book called All You're Worth. In it, she popularized a remarkably simple baseline for financial partitioning known as the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% straight into your future. Now, a lot of financial gurus treat 50-30-20 like a strict religious doctrine. I look at it differently. It is an architectural blueprint. 50% keeps the lights on, feeds you, and keeps a roof over your head. 30% lets you enjoy the ride right now without guilt. And 20% builds the fortress. But here is the critical part. Knowing the numbers is only half the battle. Automating the movement is where the real magic happens. Let us talk about what research from Chicago-based Morningstar actually shows us. When you set up automated transfers to occur the exact morning your paycheck lands, something fascinating happens to your psychology. Impulse spending drops by up to 34% within the first 90 days. Why does that happen? Because out of sight is genuinely out of mind. If the money vanishes from your checking account before you even wake up on payday, your brain recalibrates. You unconsciously adjust your lifestyle to fit the remaining balance. You do not miss what you never mentally touched in the first place. It is a neat psychological hack, but really, it is just smart structural engineering. You are building dams and spillways so the water flows where you actually want it to go. Let us break down how you construct this system step by step this week. First, you open a reputable high-yield savings account separate from your day-to-day checking. Make sure it is yielding north of 4 or 5%, depending on current macroeconomic conditions. Do not accept pennies. Make your cash earn its keep just like you do. Second, you log into your employer payroll portal or your primary checking account. You set up recurring automated ACH transfers for the day after payday. 20% goes straight to wealth-building assets and your high-yield emergency fund bucket. Needs get their designated slice. Wants get theirs. You automate the whole cascade so you never have to log in and press a manual transfer button ever again. When you do this, you stop being a frantic day-to-day manager of your pennies and start being the architect of a self-sustaining financial ecosystem. Your money moves like water through a well-designed irrigation system. It waters the crops that matter, fills the reservoir for dry seasons, and leaves a healthy portion for you to enjoy today without anxiety. The peace of mind that comes with this setup is hard to overstate. You wake up on a Tuesday morning, and while you were sleeping, your idle cash was generating real interest. Not pennies. Real money. Your system handled your savings before you even had a chance to second-guess it. That is what financial freedom actually looks like in practice. It is boring. It is quiet. And it works while you sleep. Take control of your numbers today, so your numbers take care of you tomorrow. But before we wrap up for the week, I want you to think about something. What happens when your idle cash finally starts working harder than you do? We are going to explore that exact tipping point next Sunday. See you next Sunday.